Faith in Dark Places.
Could it be that in this year 2025, there are places where reading the Bible is still prohibited? Does anyone suffer prison sentences and even death just for having a text from the Bible? Aren't there freedoms all over the world? The reality is no. While in the west of the earth there is freedom, in the east there is still deprivation. While some have collections of Bibles and even digital access to Christian TV and radio programs, others, as in the Middle Ages, only access a single verse, and until today, in just the name of Jesus, the crudest place on earth is North Korea. And this story is the one that happens where hunger, anguish and food are rationed by the collective work that is done there, where there is no consolation and there is suffering. A father who had barely one son and no wife used to listen to a foreign radio program at night. He was doing it covertly because it's illegal to have a radio transmitter. But one day government security came. There was gunfire and another was digging with a shovel. In the small garden of the house, they were looking for a book and a radio transmitter. The father had the radio hidden behind Kim Jong-il's picture and the agents didn't dare touch that picture. But after a while, the other entered with the book he had found in the garden and then they took the father away, who was forever separated from his son. The son only remembers a phrase that his father told him: salt should never lose its flavor. This is in the book they confiscated. What was wrong with that phrase? He saw no reason why his father should have been taken prisoner for that book. Many years passed. The boy grew young, and one of those afflicted nights he was looking for some foreign radio program. On his father's transmitter, he found one who was speaking in Korean and someone was repeating the phrase, "Salt should not lose its flavor." This caught his attention and paralyzed his body. It was the line his father had told him years ago. He discovered that this phrase was said by Jesus. This aroused his interest in knowing who Jesus is, but remembering his father's words that the room should not lose its flavor, otherwise it is useless, this son began to share the little food he had with his neighbors and the fruits from his home garden, to give something to eat whenever he can, and does not expose himself to danger. Listen to the radio again. He learned Psalm 23, where life expresses Jehovah is my shepherd, I will lack nothing, and the quote from Matthew, where Jesus says that because of him we will be persecuted, while on the one hand there is land and abundance of spiritual bread, on the other hand it is scarce. There are thousands of Christians in North Korea, but they are all clandestine and hidden. There you can't have one Lord other than the leader of the country. There, having the Bible is synonymous with death. But even so, knowing Jesus is the experience that returns peace to hearts. And you who live in a country of free religion, how much are you willing to do for Jesus? Don't you think others know God's salvation? It is not our duty that God's salvation be known throughout the earth. I read you in the comments.
And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world for a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. Matthew 24 verse 14.